have these mistakes publicly. I'm happy that I have these mistakes with you during the show, because if I didn't, you guys would think I'd be capping. I don't even know if the lag is still there. I don't know what's going on. But listen, welcome back to another episode, another late episode of the Mohammed Cook Show. I'm your host here, Mohammed Cook, always on time, but never too late. You know, I got no excuses, you guys. I keep on having like little errors, like when your software all of a sudden, all is clear, but the video is so choppy. Yeah, I got to fix this. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm having a bit rate issue. I don't know. I'm trying to fix this. Hana, I'm working on it. I am working on it. Hopefully there's not too bad of a delay. Hopefully it catches up. Let me see. Maybe if I move this down here, I think it's streaming. Let me see if I bring it down here. Let's see if I still have the same issues. I don't know. I would think it's a stretch, but I doubt that makes a difference. But yeah, y'all, I don't know what the hell going on. You'd think all this money I spent on Wi-Fi, I would at least be able to get a clear stream. But for the life of me, I can't. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. I don't know why this happens. I see why people have entire teams behind their productions. I understand now. I understand why streamers stream right at their computer screen. I understand all of that. I used to be like, why don't you just take a step back and go ahead, work it from behind? You know, you can be more interactive, show the room, show the space. But that's just not possible. It's physically just not possible. There's so many errors that can happen. I'm going to I don't know, this is obviously too much information. This is not what y'all asked for. But for some reason, my computer has obtained almost 700 gigabytes of just mystery space. I don't have any movies on here. I probably only have a few photos. I'm a strong believer in putting everything in the cloud. But for some reason, my computer is retaining every piece of information, everything I've ever clicked, every cache, whatever. So if you guys have any computer gurus around you that can help me fix this problem, I'm honestly tempted to take my thing to Apple and just be like, yo, send me back to a factory reset, because this is nasty. This is nasty. I can't run my show. This is a MacBook Pro. This is a brand new laptop. I shouldn't be having these issues. I don't know. I got no excuses for it. I don't really know. But on the topic of time, because I'm obviously running late once again, I realized that yesterday I had a little financial whoopsie, as we like to call it, financial whoopsie, meaning that I made a mistake. It wasn't too bad of a mistake, but it's something that I probably could have avoided, to be honest with you. And it was not paying attention to when bills are due. Now, some of us are obviously very conscious of our finances, and I used to consider myself a very conscious, financial literate person. But as I got older, I started realizing that it's important. Okay, hold on. I'm reading this but not as much. Yeah, it's a laggy. I'm having a lag problem, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the HDMI cable, because this is the same camera, it's the same rig, these are the same settings as yesterday. I don't know why I'm having this issue, and I just updated my OBS, so I don't know. Anyways, we will fix that problem nonetheless tomorrow, or we'll just go to the old setup tomorrow. We'll use the other camera, because this I'm trying to be new in advance and use my broadcasting setup, but it's not working for me. Yeah, you guys. So anyways, I'm not sure if anybody's ever had this issue, but sometimes I find myself in a predicament because I sometimes make the mistake of overpaying a bill. Has anyone ever out there ever overpaid a bill? Have you ever been in a situation where you paid your bill and you forgot you paid your bill, then you paid your bill again, then the next thing you know, it's time to pay your bill, but then you have a late fee because of another situation? I found myself in a complete car payment chaos catastrophe yesterday. You guys very well know I did my whole financial breakdown, but I ended up, instead of my car payment, which is traditionally about $360, I ended up paying $400. Now, I ended up landing a gig later on in the month. So what I thought was a smart idea to do was essentially pay ahead on my car payment. I thought if I pay the first one on the 15th, pay another one on the 30th, I don't have to worry about it in April. Wrong. So wrong. Comes to find out that if you pay your car bill twice, you're not actually paying the car bill. You actually need to be very specific, making sure if it's going to your principal or your interest. Now, listen, you guys, I understand this topic is kind of nasty. This is not a fun topic. This is a finance discussion. I know I'm going to lose a lot of you in this process, but you do need to hear this. Understand, when you are paying your car payment, make sure you are very explicit about where it's going. What is the relevancy in me telling you about my damn car payment? Well, comes to find out that me double paying from the previous month And then June coming around, they threw another bill at me. Now, in my head, I thought I was ahead. Yeah, it's funny. In my head, I thought I was ahead, but comes to find out I was not at all. So what ended up happening, or what I ended up doing was, like I said before, I ended up just overpaying. And then when the next month came, my car bill was double. Mind you, at the same time, I still have rent due. I still have the office rent due. I still have to pay my other bills I have going on in life, my phone bill and whatnot. But I was so worried on trying to get ahead on my car payment that you know what I did? I messed up and I did not pay attention to my finances. Now, why does this story get even more interesting? Listen, you guys, I'm telling you this because it's important for you to know. I don't need to make mistakes, tell you guys, and you make the mistakes as well. It only makes sense if one of us make the mistake. We don't all need to make the same mistakes all at the same time. I know it creates a small sense of bond, but it's not really smart for us to all be making the same mistakes. I don't check the damn expiration date on my damn credit cards. So you know what happened? What y'all think happened? I'm just going to rant because I know this lag is crazy and I know I'm going to lose a lot of you. So I'm just going to keep this conversation flowing. And if I see a comment pop up, I'm going to go ahead and read it. But what I ended up doing, my credit card that's attached to this Restream situation expired in May. So you know what Restream said? They said, you know what? No service for you, which is why I think that I'm getting very laggy at this very moment. That's why I think I'm getting very laggy in the show. It's because you know why? The credit card hasn't been paid. So this is my overall, I'm telling you guys all of this because it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much of it you keep. But more importantly, it's when you spend your money. Be conscious of when you spend your money. Now, most people know you get paid on the 1st, it's gone by the 4th. That's just common poverty conversations. Most of us, like I said before in the promo, are only $400 away from complete poverty. That's a scary number. A transmission today, getting a transmission switch is probably, a transmission today, transmission is going to cost you anywhere from $400 to $1,000. Easy. So all it takes is you going, and you know, I'm not sure if you guys ever been in a situation where your transmission has ever slipped. You find yourself double punching the gas like you're playing Cruising USA 64, and you find yourself hoping that the gear will change. I can tell you right now, if you ever had a transmission stuck on you, it is the scariest moment because you know at that very moment you are flat broke. It is worse than a water pump. It's worse than a timing belt. It is literally the worst thing that can happen to you with your car. It almost makes sense to get a new car when your transmission slips. So that's why I'm saying all of us, for the most part, a good majority of America is one transmission away from poverty. So listen, we have to be smarter with our bread, y'all. I'll let y'all know another mistake. Remember I gave this long soliloquy about how great of my Memorial Day party was and how I only spent about $200? Take this into consideration. The $200 was in food and alcohol. I'm spending that money not knowing that my card probably didn't get charged and I got a double car payment because of a late fee. Because of a late fee, I got 2 car payments coming up. So my cool little celebration that was supposed to be a good vibe of, you know, bringing in Memorial Day, because black folks don't celebrate it for America. We just celebrate it to have a day off because as a black man, you never get a day off. You're always working. So it feels good to just be in the back house, just cooking some chicken, kicking with the homies. But I just added another $200 bill to my entire weekend. That was nasty. Like I said, I had my transmission die for 45 minutes from home once. Bro, it is literally the worst feeling in the world. It's the worst feeling. You guys don't understand. If you've ever had a transmission slip, it is the worst feeling in the world. But you know what's worse? Poverty. It's really bad. So let's talk. Not a lot of us really have the financial capacity to put money away, but all of us have the financial capacity to be smart on how we spend our money. How we spend our money is more important than how much we make. Understand that. Sometimes you get caught up in the idea that if I can make this certain much, I can be in this. Well, that is kind of true. If you make this certain much, you can be in a certain tax bracket. But understand, some of us get so caught up in how much that we make, we forget that it's not about how much you make. It's about how you allocate your finances. That one little mistake right there. Thank God that I've been working my ass off and putting money away in gigs. I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything. Only thing I bought recently was the monitor for this damn camera because I can't see, y'all. I'm squinting at the screen in hopes that I can get these DMs. So I'm going to have a monitor up soon. But outside of that, I'm like, I do not spend any money. Thank God I had some cash to put aside so I can double up on this car payment. Let me see what this says. You got to stop drinking those. You got to stop drinking those Red Bulls, man. I know. I love them, though. I love them, especially the coconut berry edition. They're absolutely delicious. And I know it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Don't get me wrong. Because the Kevin Samuels used to drink a bunch of Red Bulls. Rest in peace to the Godfather. And I never understood why he drank so many energy drinks on his damn show. But I kid you not, you guys, after being up at 4 o'clock in the morning and then coming here to the evening and then working and then coming here to the evening, visiting the family. Oh, my gosh. I'd be exhausted. I'd be absolutely exhausted. I'd be beat, burnt out. So sometimes I need a little pick me up to get the show going. And especially when you're having technology errors, it's almost not even it's not even inspiring to want to keep going, to even want to record a damn show. But I still do it. You know, I don't really care because I told you I'm playing the long game with this. I'm playing the long route with this. Hannah, you said that's how Kevin Samuels fucked up his heart. I know. You think Red Bulls did, or you think women fucked up his heart? You think his previous marriage did more damage to his heart, or Red Bulls? What you guys think? Rest in peace to the GOAT. And also, can you guys give me some form of a solution? Where can I get some natural energy? I can't take a rest. There's no gaps. Where can I get natural energy from? You guys have anything? Maybe drink some teas. So I bring some teas up here. I can bring a little hot water maker up here and then drink some teas. But then I feel such like a head ass dreadlocks and drinking tea. Oh, I'm one of them niggas online. It drives me wild. It drives me wild. I do not want to be one of them. But is that what I'm going to have to do? Because I definitely need the energy, you guys. I'd be beat by the end of the day. It takes everything for me to get this going. Especially when I have an episode where I'm with somebody and I can't look down. Let me see. Don't try to blame women. That's all uncalled for. That's the truth, though. I just have to have the conversation. You know, I want to just know what did more damage to our brother. But anyways, when we come back to the original topic, like I'm saying, it's never about how much money you make. It's when you spend it. You know what I'm saying? It's when you spend your money, being conscious of what is going out and when. Because if you're conscious of that, you can pay some bills early, you can pay some bills late. Not late to where you get a late fee. I'm just saying there's some bills you can be more on top of than others. You want to avoid late fees at all costs because they can ding your credit and then that's a whole other headache. But you need to be conscious of when things are going out. So my suggestion for everybody out there is make a finance calendar. We have to make a finance calendar. As soon as I leave this episode, I was hoping to have a quick little 30-minute episode, but it's my mother-in-law's birthday, so we went to her house and said happy birthday, had some chicken wings, had a nice little fiesta. However, I wasn't able to get ahead. I was hoping to show you guys the finance calendar that I made in place, but what I'm ended up doing is I ended up just showing it to you probably on Saturday. Because I need to know what bills are due and when and how to stay on top of them. I need to have the alerts going out and everything. I need to know when money's coming in, when money's going out. That entire conversation. It's an absolute mess, to be honest with you. It's an absolute mess because this really messed me up. It set me back. How laggy are y'all doing out there? Are we still crazy laggy? Let me see. Cat naps. T. Does that say Google? Google are yet the best friend. What does that say? See? You see what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. Catnaps T. Google are your best friends. Okay, there we go. I was making sure. I can't, like I said, y'all, I am building this plane as I fly it. Is everything still pretty laggy? Is it choppy? You know, let me know. Hit me with some yeses. Is everything, let me see. Oh my gosh, that was on that screen. I moved that screen down there. I didn't even know. It's wild. This is wild. Anyways, listen, today is a short episode because I got to figure out what's going on. Tomorrow, I'm going to be having an episode with the homies. DDS is going to be back here. We're going to have Elijah and Ty. We're going to be discussing a couple things, a couple new topics and things of that nature, some recent news, a little bit of discussion about this, maybe a little discussion about finance, social. We all have our own focus points on this entire show. But if I don't get this situation solved right now, I'm going to have a bigger problem tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allocate this time to fixing whatever's going on that's causing my video to be laggy. And then I'm going to go ahead and have a better show tomorrow. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for sitting here through this choppy ass episode. I want you to stay happy. I want you to stay optimistic. And I'll see you back again tomorrow for another episode of the Mohammed Cook Show, because we need to fix this problem, because this is nasty. I hate choppy episodes, and this is piss poor like production, and it's not my thing. So stay happy, stay optimistic, and I'll see you guys later on. Enjoy your day. I got to fix this. We out.